You want to do it right now?
If you're calling me to do it.
Okay. Good evening. It's November 8th, Lake Elmo City Council meeting. Our mayor is absent this evening, so I will be sitting in his place. We'll start this evening with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I know this evening we have a couple of requests for changing of the agenda.
I would move that we move item J to our meeting 2 weeks from yesterday in light of a council member, in this case the mayor, not being present for this conversation.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Are there any other requests for the agenda?
I'd like to pull under the consent agenda, number 16, moving that to the regular agenda, please.
Second.
Do we want to do that as 19, or excuse me, before the Bridgewater Village preliminary plat, or do you want to wait until after?
It should be pretty quick, I would think.
Okay. We'll move number 16 to just in front of 20 under the regular agenda. Any other discussion on that? All those in favor?
Aye. Move to approve the agenda as amended.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
And we'll move on to the approval of minutes. Any questions, concerns on the minutes from October 10th, 2023, and October 17th, 2023?
Move to approve minutes from October 10th, 2023 and October 17th, 2023.
Second.
All those in favor of that approval?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we have any, I don't think we have any public comments or inquiries this evening. And doesn't appear that we have any presentations this evening. With that, we'll go to the consent agenda. Do I have a volunteer to read that consent agenda this evening?
Oh, sure. Number 2, approve payments and disbursements. 3, approve winter 2023 source newsletter. 4, approve AIS grant for LDO. 5, approve AIS grant for Lake Jane Lake Association. 6, accept donation from Field of Arbor Glen, Resolution 2023-106. 7, accept donation from Mary Davis, Resolution 2023-107. 8, approve contribution to Friends of Sunfish Lake Park DNR grant. 9, approve North Star Development Agreement, Resolution 2023-108. 10, approve Washington County All Hazard Mitigation Plan, Resolution 2023-109. 11, approve release of security for the Stillwater Bus Facility. 12, approve release of security for the Boulder Ponds 4th Edition. 13, accept improvements and approve pay request number 2, final, for the 2023 street maintenance project. 14, accept improvements and approve pay request number 1, final, for the 2023 pavement striping project. 15, approve resolution receiving revised feasibility report for the 2024 street and utility improvements. 17, approve public works job description updates. 18, approve liquor license renewals. 19, approve massage therapy license renewals.
Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, we're going to move on to the regular agenda. Number 16 from the previous consent agenda is to approve plan reviewer, job description and posting. Seeing as how you wanted that pulled, Councilmember Beckstrom, would you like to speak on that?
Sure. So consistent with past job descriptions we've reviewed and approved, I'd like to address the education portion of the job description, as it appears that we continue to have an education degree requirement, which we have eliminated from some of our other job descriptions. And so I'd like to see the 2-year degree in construction or related field removed as a requirement, and follow suit with our other job descriptions where we substitute experience in the area for the degree. I also want to encourage us to, in light of Governor Walz's recent executive order eliminating 4-year degrees for state jobs, I'd like us to align to that as well, where possible. So really looking for skill over education in our positions and making that open, so.
Just a quick question. Did we, with the previous ones, did we move it from a qualification to from a minimum qualification to a desired qualification? Or did we just get rid of it completely?
I'm not sure, I can't speak to whether we moved it to desired or just simply remove the requirement. I don't know.
In the
Krista.
previous one that we made the change on, it was the finance coordinator, and we said that 5 years of experience could be used in lieu of the degree, but then they also needed the additional 5 years experience that we were requiring as a minimum, so 10 years of experience instead of the 5 with the degree.
So I think if we can just be consistent in that, from a degree standpoint, I'd appreciate that.
Any other council member?
Comfortable if it was, I guess I'd probably pull it and go check with the building official on how many years he would think would be the equivalent of experience, because I don't know that 2 years' experience is equivalent to a degree.
Right.
So if that's okay, I will just pull it and put it on the next agenda.
Sounds good.
Thanks for the
Councilmember
feedback.
Holtz, did you have a question?
Yes, clarifying question for those who would know it, because I do not. In the state of Minnesota, with a certified building official with a license, can you get that without a degree? Okay.
Okay, so do we need a motion to pull that from council tonight, and you were going to look at it, is that correct?
Just a motion to table till
Yeah.
the next meeting.
Motion to table approval of the plan, review, or job description and posting.
Second.
All those in favor of tabling this, number 16 from the consent agenda? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, move on to number 20 on our regular agenda, the Bridgewater Village preliminary plat, conditional use permit, zoning map amendment, comprehensive plan amendment, ordinance 2023-21, resolution 2023-111, resolution 2023-112, and resolutions 2023-113, and resolution 2023-114. Go ahead.
Good evening, members of the city council. So Bridgewater Village, has 4 different requests associated with it. So those are, as you stated, summarized on the screen here, along with an image of the subject property for the Bridgewater Village project. So the requests proposed are a comprehensive plan amendment, a rezoning request, and a preliminary plat to approve the subdivision along with a conditional use permit. So jumping right into the land use analysis for this proposal, the site is just over 23 acres in size. There are no wetlands known on this site. The comprehensive plan guidance for this particular property is a mix of 2 different future land use categories. Those are on the screen here: village, medium density residential, and commercial. The existing zoning is the map that you're seeing on the screen in front of you now. So that would be rural transition for this property at present. Proposed by the developer is a rezone to change the zoning for this property to be consistent with the city's comprehensive plan, which is a mix of village, medium-density residential, and commercial. Those are the zoning districts. So the uses proposed on this property through the subdivision are 4 different commercial lots, which are proposed to be platted first, and then residential outlots, which would be developed at some point in the future. Associated with one of the commercial lots would be a conditional use permit for a drive-through associated with a financial institution or bank. So I'm gonna talk about these applications sort of one by one, starting with the comprehensive plan amendment. So on the screen, you'll see the existing conditions on this property on the left, and on the right, you'll see the proposed